Our elementary school in particular has been really hard hit.
Hard hit from an illness, forcing an entire school system to close Friday. Good evening. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Robin Wilhoit. Beth has the evening off. No classes tomorrow for all Alcoa City schools, not because of the weather, but because of illness. Dozens of students and teachers are sick with what's described as flu-like symptoms. Yes, certainly this virus is making the rounds. New tonight, WBIR 10 News reporter Steve Butera says nearly everyone in the school system knows of someone who is sick.
Good evening from Alcoa. Tonight, the director of schools says that he's erring on the side of caution after some sort of mysterious bug with flu-like symptoms spread through the elementary, the middle, and in the high school as well. So there's really no other choice. The school system says they just got to go ahead and call off classes on Friday, and hopefully they say by Monday this illness, whatever it is, passes by. Reporting from Alcoa, Steve Butera, Fox 43, 10 o'clock news.
Hopefully give them time to get well. Well, a cold night here in East Tennessee, but yes, things will be warming up as we get closer to the weekend. Chief Meteorologist Todd Howell in the Weather Center. Todd, we are looking forward to the warmer temperatures, but today I was thrilled with the sun, so I'm a happy camper.
Me too, Robin. Absolutely. The sun is a good.
Campbell County Sheriff's Office is offering a higher reward, now at $10,000, for information about a woman who has been missing for more than a week now. Rhonda Daugherty disappeared from her home near La Follette on December 2nd. On Monday, yellow ribbons wrapped around the entrance to her home. Daugherty's church also posted her photo on its sign, asking the community for help in locating her. Anyone with information can call 911 or the number for the Campbell County Sheriff's Office that is right there on your screen. An East Tennessee community is closing the doors on 2 schools. The Athens School Board this week voted unanimously to shrink from 5 schools to 3. It's part of the board's long-range plan. School Director Robert Green says the 2 schools they're closing are too old and they need a lot of work. He also says they're still not sure when the schools will be closed. It could take years to make that final decision. The Southern Baptist Convention announced today it will host a spring summit on racial reconciliation. That summit comes in light of protest over 2 recent grand jury rulings that cleared police officers who killed unarmed men. The Southern Baptist Convention planned to host that summit in 2016, but they've moved it up to this spring. The summit will be March 26th and 27th. Officials hope it will bring together church leaders with different backgrounds to talk about race and religion. This following protest sparked by those grand jury rulings. And those protests are also pushing 2 West Tennessee lawmakers to take action against racial profiling here in Tennessee. Republican Senator Brian Kelsey and Democratic Representative John DeBerry proposed the bill. It would require all law enforcement departments to adopt a written policy that bans racial profiling. After November's election, the Tennessee legislature now has more power to regulate abortions. But the Senate's highest leader is not optimistic some of those bills will pass. Lieutenant Governor Ron Ramsey says he is expecting the floodgates to open on abortion proposals. This comes after voters approved a constitutional amendment back in November. Ramsey said he wants lawmakers to focus on mandatory counseling and waiting period for patients. He also wants to reinstate clinic regulations that were struck down in 2000 because of a state Supreme Court decision. Shortly after the amendment passed, a Middle Tennessee lawmaker proposed a bill that would require women to receive an ultrasound a couple of days before an abortion. Ramsey says he opposes that bill. 2 Roane State Community College professors and East Tennessee natives are now world record holders after living underwater for more than 69 consecutive days. At 11:28 this morning, they beat the world record of 69 days and 19 minutes. It was set back in 1992. Reporter Becca Habiger has been following their adventure and joins us now live in the studio with their story. Becca.
Robin, for the past 10 weeks, Bruce Cantrell and Jessica Fain have been living in a place called Jules Undersea Lodge in the Florida Keys. That's a small living space situated about 25 feet under the surface of the water. 2 will return to the surface early Monday afternoon, setting a new world record of 73 consecutive days spent living entirely underwater. Anxious to get back to family, but probably not these East Tennessee temperatures. Robin, back to you.
Exactly, but what a unique opportunity, as they said. Becca, thank you. The journalist and staff behind a new independent newspaper in Knoxville unveiled their new publication today. It is called the Knoxville Mercury. And the brains behind it hope it will fill the void left when the MetroPulse staff was fired. Some of the editorial staff and the freelance writers from the MetroPulse will work on the Knoxville Mercury. They say they have a similar goal as the MetroPulse: investigative journalism and cultural affairs. But they say they want to do it better, and they want to focus on Knoxville.
Really try to, as MetroPulse did, help form communities in Knoxville. We really feel like the MetroPulse served as kind of like a catalyst for discussion among lots of different groups of people, and that's what we'd like the Mercury to do as well.
Among other reasons, they picked the name because it pays tribute to an old newspaper called the American Mercury, which published cutting-edge journalism. The Mercury will be associated with the Knoxville History Project, which will focus on the area's history and heritage. A Scott County organization hopes to help kids enjoy Christmas this year through its resale store. With just 14 days to go, the countdown to Christmas is on. Coming up, we meet a man who is here to help just in case you get caught up in all the hustle and bustle of the holidays. And 2 trucks arrived with a special Christmas delivery for the thousands who served and sacrificed for our country. Plus, we'll soon get a look at the lives our forefathers lived thanks to an unearthed discovery. Stay with us. We'll be right back.